WestonAPrice, Nutrition and Physical Degeneration, a comparison of primitive and modern diets and their effects. Embark on a journey to explore the health secrets hidden within the diets of the world's indigenous people in Nutrition and Physical Degeneration, a comparison of primitive and modern diets and their effects by WestonAPrice. This book summary presents a comprehensive analysis on the impact of locally sourced, vitamin-rich foods in maintaining good health and warding off diseases. Discover how the Eskimos remain largely free from gum tissue diseases and tooth decay, and learn about the alarming effects of processed foods on our overall well-being. By understanding the nutritional wisdom of indigenous populations, the author invites us to reconsider the ingredients that should become staples in our daily lives in order to stay healthy in the long run.
Secrets to good health. The key to long-term health is not the latest diets or intense exercise routines, but the nutritious diets of the world's indigenous people. Their locally sourced foods are high in vitamins and minerals, which give them a variety of health benefits such as healthy teeth, strong organs, and resilience to diseases. The Eskimo population of the Arctic is an excellent example. Their diet is based on caribou, certain types of whale meat, seaweed, and berries. Eskimos have healthy teeth well into old age and do not suffer from gum tissue diseases or tooth decay, thanks to the minerals in their food that generate saliva. They are also free from malignant diseases, and any kidney, stomach, appendices, or gallbladder problems are rare. The highly nutritious diet of indigenous societies is the result of centuries of development. Ancient skeletons found in different parts of the world show that nearly all exhibited excellent teeth and very few experienced tooth decay. The downside of processed foods. Processed foods may be convenient and tasty but are less healthy than traditional food. They lack essential fat-soluble vitamins like A and D, which can lead to tooth decay and other health risks. The story of a boy raised on processed foods highlights the dangers of convenience foods. Overhauling his diet to include fresh whole wheat, whole milk, and high vitamin butter helped improve his health drastically. The message is clear: we cannot absorb as many minerals from inorganic, processed foods as we can from natural foods. Get enough nutrients. In a world where processed food has taken over, it's easy to forget the importance of getting enough nutrients in our diet. The problem is that much of the processed food we consume provides us with just calories and lacks essential vitamins and minerals. For instance, white flour loses most of its original nutrients during production, including vitamin E, which is crucial to the body's functioning. Even whole wheat bread has lost many of its nutrients during production. Even if there are minerals in the food we consume, our body can't use most of it since it depends on the presence of certain vitamins to absorb them. Unfortunately, these vitamins are scarce in processed food, like packaged cereals. To consume sufficient minerals, we need to eat natural produce like seafood, which is high in minerals and vitamins. It's essential that we get enough vitamins and minerals in our diet since most of us absorb only a fraction of what we consume. In stressful periods, like growth, sickness, or pregnancy, we need to fortify ourselves adequately, and that means doubling or even quadrupling our intake. The power of eating locally. How indigenous diets are nutritionally superior to processed diets. Many of the foods we consume today come from distant places and are packaged for long shelf life, making them less nutritious. In contrast, indigenous diets are based on locally sourced food, providing high levels of minerals. For instance, the North American indigenous people rely mainly on animal meat, rich in calcium, phosphorus, iron, magnesium, copper, iodine, and fat-soluble vitamins, while Eskimos consume caribou, ground nuts, and vitamin C-rich whale organs. Even refined white sugar, used as a preservative, is low in nutrients. Eating nutrient-rich foods is vital for good health. Thus, though it may not always be possible to consume the same diet as indigenous people, understanding the importance of locally sourced, nutritionally adequate food is crucial. Veganism, is it the optimal lifestyle? This article argues that while there are many benefits to a vegan diet, it is not the best way to live. While certain plants and vegetables can provide essential nutrients, it is difficult to consume all required vitamins and minerals solely through a vegetarian diet. The author found no completely vegetarian indigenous group that maintains strong bodies due to vitamin D deficiency, which is essential for healthy teeth and bones and is found only in animal products. Synthetic vitamins and sunshine do not provide all the necessary nutrients, and a diet must also include natural animal products like cream, butter, egg yolks, liver, or fish for optimal health. Disconnect between agriculture and environment. The global population's detachment from the sources of their food has resulted in an oblivious attitude towards food production's impact on the environment. Borrowing nutrients from the soil without replenishing them has led to soil depletion. This indiscriminate attitude leads to the loss of vital minerals like calcium and phosphorus that are transported to cities from farmlands and eventually end up in the ocean instead of being returned to the soil. To prevent this, we should learn from indigenous tribes and maintain soil fertility by cultivating it without over-harvesting it and avoiding the formation of gullies. Animal produce is also affected by this disregard, leading to the mistreatment of animals. Feeding cattle on young grass is a better alternative to hay because of the hay's diminished vitamin content that can lead to birth defects and other diseases, and cattle fed on young grass produce butter rich in vitamins. The indigenous diet and fertility. The Western world can learn from the dietary practices of indigenous people to improve overall health and increase fertility. The diets of indigenous people before conception are reflected in the health of their offspring. For instance, Eskimos and indigenous people from the Peruvian coast feed salmon sperm and fish eggs, which are rich in vitamins important for traits like strong bones and healthy eyes in their children. Additionally, childbirth is easier among indigenous tribes due to their natural diets. Western people depend on synthetic nutrients that lack the security of natural whole foods, prolong labor, and give babies the appearance of post-maturity. Thus, improving diets is essential to provide the necessary nutrients required for physical growth, like childhood. Some African tribes and the Peruvian indigenous use red millet and quinoa in their diets, rich in carotene, calcium, minerals, and stimulation of lactation in nursing mothers. These nutrient-rich foods support critical periods of reproduction and lactation besides giving the appearance of good health.
As the summary comes to a close, it is evident that the indigenous diets hold the key to maintaining optimal health and preventing numerous diseases. By adapting the nutritional wisdom of these societies, we could significantly improve the quality of our lives. The consumption of fresh whole wheat, seafood, and naturally occurring vitamins and minerals are essential. The importance of understanding the direct impact of our food sources on our overall well-being cannot be understated. In an era dominated by processed foods and synthetic nutrients, WestonAPrice's insights serve as a vital reminder to pay attention to the nutritional value of our daily intake, and strive for an approach to diet that is directly inspired by the practices of indigenous cultures.